welcome back. So, I decided to do the readings in the order of which videos had the most views, and Scorpio had the most views, so I'm starting with you guys. I appreciate anybody who's liked, shared, commented, or subscribed. Thank you. If you want a private reading, you know how to get in touch with me. It's in on my Facebook, or you can email me, and that's all on the YouTube page. So, I actually already started doing your reading, and I was pretty far into it, and my camera cut out. So annoying. So, in case you're wondering why I have some of the cards out, and this is, I couldn't get the angle any better, but I'll show you the cards. That's why. So I'm gonna reread what I already have. I don't think I need to reshuffle, but thank you for coming back. I wanted to give a little tidbit about each sign before I start the reading, just for fun. So Scorpio is a water sign, also similar to Pisces and Cancer. Scorpio is a fixed sign, which means that they're stubborn as hell. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm a fixed sign as well, so I totally get it. No judgment here. And just FYI, the other fixed signs are Taurus and Leo. So, but also being a fixed sign means that, you know, when they have their sights set on something, there will be nothing that deters them from achieving it. And Scorpios make excellent surgeons, business owners, you know, anything that requires a lot of attention to detail. So, in Tarot, Scorpio is represented by the Death card because of death and resurrection, you know, the rising phoenix. And then, of course, in astrology, it's represented by the Scorpion. So that's just a little information on Scorpios, in case you didn't know. And, yeah, so let me tell you what I have here. You know, there's some type of feeling of just done. You know, you were just done. You're done fighting, and you're feeling a little wore out. Now, some of you recently went through a pretty traumatic ending. This card represents endings to me, painful endings. And so, you know, that could be in anything. That could be with job, family, love, or the actual loss of a person recently. That is not a prediction. You know, this would have already happened, because this is something that you're looking back on, some sort of loss, okay? And I just see you guys needing to really use your intuition this week. And Scorpios are really intuitive people, so, you know, I see that benefiting you this week. For the female Scorpios, whatever this ending was, I see you kind of coming out of it and finding your balance again. And for the Scorpio males, it's possible that the ending was with a female that's single. And if it is, then this female, it might be an entrepreneur herself, or she is you know, abundant in some way or another. That's going to be just for a few of you. So in your foundational energy, I'll say, you know, whatever travel plans you had, or if you were planning to move, and this is on the very technical side, I do see that on hold, but then getting communication with something regarding that. If it doesn't have to do with a move or traveling, I just kind of see this overall energy of kind of stagnation and a little bit of confusion or delusionment, you know, that's kind of keeping you stuck. You know, maybe you're really not sure what your next step is, or you have, you know, a lot of options to choose from and you're not really certain which one is correct for you. But I do see some communication in the foundation, maybe recent communication. This could be online, text, or phone calls with somebody that you would consider a soulmate, or a child, maybe somebody you've known since childhood, or when you met them you felt like, you know, you knew them. So some sort of communication there. in the foundation. And then I'll tell you the zodiac signs I see when we get to the end of the reading. Now, in the recent past, what's really interesting is the Tower popped up for you. And if you go back to last week's reading, the Tower was in your future energy, and now it's in your past energy. So that's a good confirmation. And I know, you know, this denotes a shocking event, you know, something that is out of your control, that occurred in the past. And after that reading last week, I had a few Scorpios contact me and tell me that what their shocking event was. One was an unfortunate car wreck, and the other one, yeah, I don't want to go into it, but it was shocking nonetheless. So definitely some of you had some shocking events happen last week that shook you up a little bit. And if you also remember in that reading, I had talked about, you know, despite that Scorpio would maintain their composure. And I do see that despite all of these emotions here, and this is a water sign male card, that you were able to contain your composure. And this might have to do, you know, with a friendship or a relationship. Doesn't have to. I also kind of see this as Gemini. Okay. In the current energy, if you're a Scorpio male, don't be mad at me, because I can't choose what cards come out. But if you're a Scorpio male, I do see some jealousy vibes here. You might have your eye on somebody and maybe watching from afar. And that doesn't have to be in person, just maybe online, or you're aware of somebody, and I feel like it has you in your head, okay? And this is regarding a female. It could be a female earth sign, because I do have the same card that came up twice. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But this is a general reading, so that's not going to apply to everybody. If not, this female is financially secure. She might be a mother. She might be the mother of your children. I also kind of see this female as like the married woman. So, or it could be your spouse. But I think there's a heavy focus there. And Scorpios, you're in your head, you know. You got the same card twice. Look how painful that is. You might also be having some issues with like tension, headaches, migraines. For some reason I got back pain. I don't usually get that from that card, but definitely you might be having some insomnia. You might not be sleeping well at night, you know, feeling some stress and anxiety in general. But I think that whoever this female was, there was some definite conflict that occurred that we're still thinking about, and somebody feels like they're owed an apology, whether that's you or the person that this is pertaining to, or both of you. And I also kind of see this as wanting to offer a new beginning. So, yeah. Now, if you're a Scorpio female, then, you know, same situation. You've got a male in your life that might be a little domineering at times, or jealous, that you may have had conflict with, and now you're wanting to mend fences, you know, and you're in your head about it. Your future energy looks awesome. So I'm so happy to see this for you guys. So this is kind of like getting accolades or getting attention, positive attention. And this is also like stability, finding stability within like a family situation or a home, and some sort of new beginning. If you are thinking about starting something new to deal with business or finance, I definitely see that panning out in your favor. Maybe some money that is owed to you, or it could be a new beginning in relationship or a family relationship. Okay. Now, if you believe in twin flames, you do have 2 twin flame cards in your reading. These are the 2 cards in tarot that represent twin flames. If you don't know what twin flames are, then part is not for you. But if you do, you're aware of it, you definitely have a twin flame in your midst this week. So, yeah, current energy, or, you know, how you see yourself is, if you're a male, you're definitely dealing with a female. Again, the same female showed up 2 different decks. Again, it could be an earth sign, does not have to be, but there's some sort of focus on a female. If you are a female Scorpio, your focus is on your children and your family and your stability this week. And then whoever you're dealing with, your partner, if you have one, they are, you know, they're also contemplating a new opportunity. I'll clarify that. For your blockage, it's just, this card denotes, like, you know, you're waiting for movement, or you're waiting for communication. And that came up in your last reading too. And that's actually a blockage. So, you know, to remove that blockage, we need to get it moving, Scorpio. Make some decisions and do it. You know, if you've been contemplating on something for a while, then this would say it's time. And again, in your future energy, you had the same card pop out twice. I already showed that to you, but I think you might be in a little bit in your head this week, Scorpio. But I see, you know, you deciding to come out of that like this. You know, this is, this guy just, he's a fast mover. So I see you coming out of that energy. Like I said, the future energy looks really good. Another message I get from this is that you might be having some anxiety relating to a younger fire sign that you're dealing with, and fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I'll get some clarifiers on those. Whew, that was a lot of messages. Yeah, so again, female Scorpios, you know, watch the overindulgence this week. Like I said, I think the focus is on family, but I think you've got some options you're contemplating if you're a female. Okay. Now, if you're a male, you're dealing with a female that's got a lot of options. And that could be why, you know, you got this kind of energy going on, which is not so great energy. And the person external to you, again, is also looking at a new opportunity. This has to deal with something karmic or owed to them. It's an interesting card to get. Yeah, in your... So the decision is about moving toward... the decision that's in your blockage has to deal with a relationship, a soulmate relationship, okay? And so the blockage is there's like a lot of contemplation going on and no movement there, and that's the blockage, okay? So, you know, if you have free will, none of these readings are in stone, so do what you want with that information, but if you're contemplating, it's probably time to make a decision there. That's definitely with a relationship. And again, I'll tell you the zodiac signs I see when we're done here. So I'm going to get one more clarifier on your future energies, which I like. I like your future energies. Okay, so we're moving forward. Yay! So you see, you got the same card, but it's flipped. So in the foundation, this is like not moving forward. This is the Chariot. Okay? And then in the future card, this is the Chariot, and it's in the upright, which means movement. So if a move was on delay, it's gonna start moving, and you might be getting communication about that this week. If it's not like an actual physical move, whatever you've been stagnant or in your head about, you're making a decision on. And you're going to do something about it. Okay? The other way I can, there's another message here about if you have a relationship that you go in and out of, okay, here today, gone tomorrow, back again, gone again. I see someone trying to come back to that. That could be your energy, you know, coming back to somebody, or it could be external to you. And the zodiac signs that I see here that this energy may be pertaining to this week is Cancer, definite Cancer. I've got two cards, different deck, Cancer. Like I said earlier, it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you're dealing with. Earth, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, possibly an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but I don't think that's going to pertain to a lot of you. But like I said, I see a heavy emphasis on Cancer in particular, and an earth sign. And fire. So I hope that resonated with you. I'm really glad to see that the energy is shifting for you. I wish you all of the best, and catch me next week. Bye, Scorpio.